This video is by Straight Goods News. SGNews.ca.
Can you tell us what happened in committee yesterday?
Well, the NDP brought forward a motion and wanted to talk about the motion and use the entire meeting to sort of elaborate on, or try to elaborate on some of the points that they felt should be brought forward. So the amendments that were supposed to be voted on yesterday didn't get to the meeting, and so.
What would you like to see happen at this point?
Well, I'm not sure what the next step is going to be. You know, if it's going to be a, you know, if those motions will be introduced at, you know, on the floor at the next reading. You know, we're just sort of sorting that out now. So, but there may be that opportunity. So,
you think it's going to be turned into a government bill?
Well, they're government amendments anyway. The government has smiled on the amendments. So apparently, you know, what we understood was that the government has proposed the amendments and is comfortable with them. So I don't think there was very much doubt from the outset that this was being pushed by the government. You know, the organized labor has been in the crosshairs of this government, and so it's sort of consistent with where they've gone. But the government has to fess up and accept its own responsibility. I mean, you know, they've had 90 days to bring amendments forward. They asked for an extension. They got the 30-day extension, and then to have everything sort of jammed up on the last day before the bill was to be reported, I think you know, the government's at fault here, and so you know, I fully understand the concern that the NDP brought forward and recognize that. I would have liked to have had an opportunity to vote on the amendments that we had brought forward, but nonetheless, this is the situation that we find ourselves in.
They're playing a game though, the government, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. You know, they've sort of ragged the puck through until you know, I passed. There were two motions passed in the previous meeting with regard to trying to find out some real costs associated with adopting this bill. What's it going to cost? Does CRA have the capacity to do this? And we asked for CRA to attend, and we asked for the parliamentary budget officer to weigh in with his opinion on as to the costs of this bill. We know what it's costing south of the border, and so we still haven't received that information from either CRA, and the letter we got from the parliamentary budget officer says that he hasn't been able to compile that information yet. So you know, what's the big hurry? You know, what's the big hurry on this bill? You know, why wasn't this information compiled before? So to try to jam it down everybody's throat at this last meeting, I can certainly understand where Mr. Boulerice, where his thoughts were on this.